Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Mad Hatter logging back in, reporting live from the Matrix, and welcome to another episode of Mad Hatter Radio. As always, thanks for checking my channel out. I really appreciate that. But before I get into the specific topic, I do want to talk about the lengths that these white supremacists and these white nationalists and these Nazis, the length that they'll go to put the blame for wherever bad place they are in their life for instance, the white race not being what it once was, they'll look for any reason to explain that except themselves and the system that they created, right? So they'll blame people of color and specifically black people. It's always our fault for something, right? Case in point, there's a rumor going around that Black Lives Matter protesters are in Houston. Like you can go on Twitter and just type in Black Lives Matter and Houston will pop up, which means that people are talking about that for some reason. So I'm like, okay, let me check this hashtag out. Let's see what's going on. Turns out that there's this rumor that Black Lives Matter people are apparently blocking traffic in Houston, preventing emergency vehicles from getting to much needed areas, areas people where people are in need, which is totally false. But it was actually done through a satirical website, and it's actually spreading around. Like people are just, it shows that there's a desire for people to want to look for any reason to blame Black Lives Matter and to take advantage of a situation where people are in a tragedy. These guys are doing anything they can to smear black people, and it's kind of crazy the lengths that they'll go to do this. It's like, come on, man, should be one time where we can all come together and want to help people. Like you think there's not black people in Houston? Like I saw some tweets about like, oh, so now are you still making fun of rednecks? What are you talking about? Houston's actually one of the most diverse cities out there. So the rednecks, okay, yeah, they're of course they're surrounding Houston, but who gives a fuck? Why are we doing this game of left versus right at a time like this, right? It's crazy. So people are also asking, where is Black Lives Matter? They're here, but when it comes to helping black people, they're not there. It's like, first off, Black Lives Matter is a political group. It's not a humanitarian group. And who's to say that members of Black Lives Matter are not on the ground helping people? Like, do you see any evidence? Like, do you know for sure they're not down there? What, like, come on now. Like, if you're not there on the ground, you can't be making these declarative statements. Uh, my question is, where's the president? Where's President Trump on this? Like, where's his response? Where's his let's come together, let's get this done, let's put some funds out there. I'm gonna go visit there. Where is this coming from the president? Where's his urgency in the situation, right? That's what should be more important. It's very interesting how they choose not to focus on what their president's doing or on the president that they voted for. They don't want to focus on him, but they still want to focus on everybody else. That's always really interesting to me. And then this one guy, I think he's like a radio talk show host, Neil Bortz. He says, "Can you imagine Black Lives Matter? Getting in boats and saving lives." Yeah, actually, I can. Like, totally. That's what it's about. It's about saving Black lives. It's about preventing police brutality, which apparently him and his followers and people who think like him don't want. Like, they don't want police brutality to go down. They want it to increase because they know at the end of the day that they're not going to be the ones brutalized by the police. So that's why they're pro. That's why they hate Black Lives Matter, because it's like, no, they're really thinking no, Black lives don't matter. Go to any of these rallies and that's the signs that they have. Black lives don't matter. That's the reason why that has to be around, because of that very issue. But anyway, the second reason that's also a racist thing for him to say is because he says that obviously it's a knock on black people not being able to swim, which was because of discrimination policies that happened. But let's not get into that, right? But totally policies during Jim Crow that didn't allow black people in white swimming pools. So, and it's also a reference that says that we don't help each other. Apparently, black people don't help each other. It's like the black on black crime thing. Is there black on black crime? Of course there is, but there's white on white crime too. So, and then all these pictures I've seen have been from Hurricane Harvey have been people of all different races helping everybody. So why make it, a situation now where it's racial? Like during the most, you know, benign political time when everybody needs help, we should just be helping people. You want to focus on race now, of all times, right? Of all times. Uh, People are also asking, the last thing I'm going to say is people are also talking about, where's Sean King? Where are the black leaders? This and this and this. It's like, I don't know. Do you know where they are? Like, where the fuck is the president? Why does it matter? First off, you don't know what people are doing behind the scene, behind closed doors. You don't know what's going on. They could be supporting it in many different ways, but because they're not supporting Houston in the way that you want them to, it's not good enough. First off, why would someone like Sean King or a black leader listen to racists and people who don't give a fuck about black people and take advice from them on how to help other black people or how to help people, period? Like these people who are behind these hashtags in this smear campaign, these hive-minded, people in the way that they think, they don't give a fuck about humanity. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing now and using an opportunity to divide and conquer people. So I don't want to hear anything about humanity from these people. They don't give a fuck. They're pro police brutality and they're pro, like, basically fuck the people of Houston. We're gonna spread as much misinformation as possible so that we can try to take control of the rhetoric of the narrative. It's fucking nuts, man. But that's where I want to leave that. You guys let me know what you think. And as always, stay woke.